Hello boys and girls, my name is Yoshi9TL7, and welcome back to my 100% blind playthrough, the part where we hopefully take out the final boss, because in the last video we left off finally arriving at the last world of the game, supposedly, the remote island, where our main goal could be completed. Now we need to figure out what this thing that shot straight into the air is, and yeah, we're just kind of going around learning about these different monsters and stuff. The sheer volume of seawater it can hold and then expel is astounding. What a fascinating creature. It uses the water it lives to send itself flying up and away. Huh. Okay. And Sparrow didn't get much of a chance. I decided we're gonna do one more level with him. But then we're gonna do the rest of the levels as just Green Yoshi. So in the end, Green Yoshi's still gonna finish it off. To be fair, it is the iconic Yoshi cover. Alright. Tastes like fizzy water, huh? That sounds like something I might want to try at some point. Not gonna lie. And just like before, we could take it on our... Whoa! Okay. Oh, now we're like a rocket. We're like a water rocket now. Holy crap. Okay, this is really cool. Let's try to get all the coins using this. Okay, okay, it does have a limited use. But yeah, it's... This is literally... This game literally turned from whatever it was supposed to be to Yoshi Sunshine. That's literally what it is. Anybody ever cited Mario Sunshine? Yeah, this is basically FUD. We got FLUD, boys. Oh, this is probably gonna be a fun level. I bet you guys are all really excited to play this game now that, Chair is introduced. Okay, I really am joking. It's obviously not FLUD, but I couldn't help but make that joke because... It moves just like FUD, and it is a just like so yeah. This could be a really interesting level to explore as a result. I actually haven't even tried swimming with it. Who knows? Okay. Looks like we can go through all sorts of different things. Even absorb big clouds and stuff. Wow. Because it's so fast, though, it's also kind of tricky to control. Now I'm trying to go for these rings. This one we might have to explore a little bit more later. Okay, apparently that, sort of. Looks like we were able to throw them all that time, huh? Okay, the one flower in the ring is refusing to go for some reason. Oh my goodness, this one's actually kind of tricky. I know we can slide along this. Trying to figure out how exactly to do it though was kind of confusing at first. I did say this was a puzzle game for a reason. It can be quite puzzling to figure out sometimes. Oh wait, what if we just did this instead? Yeah, that's probably the way to do it. Okay. Okay, so these clouds are needed for us to go up here. Oh, we haven't tried eating this yet. Oh boy. Interesting. Okay, well, we lit up that too. Okay. I figured that's how we finish it all. I was just making sure I got as many other stuff as I could. Alright. Well, that was cool. Okay. I am ready to end my exploration here, then. We're so close to that Bewilder bird. That zooming around through the air on a water jet seems quite fun, I must say. Now into the business of naming this creature. Let's see your suggestion first. It flies out by firing out a jet of seawater, so how about Jetty Jelly? Well, that sounds about right. You like my idea? So in that case, Jetty Jelly it is. Alright. Alright. Oh, I remember that. Yosh. That one's too familiar. That one's quite annoying to deal with. Maybe we'll look for those hidden secrets on other pages later. Because as you saw, there was another secret we could go for, but... It's this time. It's that time again. We have to switch to Green Yoshi now. The main car Yoshi. And now let's finish off the rest of Remote Island with that. Giant fish is serviced in this lagoon. I've never seen anything quite like it. This is a exciting discovery indeed. Its mouth is enormous. Should be eating to grow such a size. Would you mind looking into it, Yoshi? Sure. Well, we already know we probably can't eat it. We should still try. In case that gives us a secret. Beyond that, I'll have to find some other way of doing stuff with it. Okay. Oh, I see. So now one of these underwater levels where you actually get to use it to do stuff underwater, huh? Okay, well. Wow. Apparently it even removed rain clouds too. So if you're wondering, yes, this thing in the original game acts as the instant kill mechanic if it ate you. So much different now. Now it's actually our friend and helps us out to grab our secrets we couldn't grab otherwise. Okay, I get the spitting. And we got our first power. Somehow that was way farther in the level than I thought it would be. Okay, let's keep going left for a bit. It looks like our main focus is to first beat this huge fish. So for the most part, okay. Alright. This all looks cool to explore, but without more info, it feels like it's just a place to sit here. Remember, we don't have to necessarily 100% explore all the areas, we're just trying to get as much stuff as we can. There's still 6 whole hours to get, 5 whole hours to get, believe it or not, and we still got at least 12 stars on it, which is cool. Alright. Rush is forward to solve just about anything it sees, so how about Lungefish? Yeah, that's about right. So yeah, this alley from the original game used to kill you immediately if it ate you. Now it just helps you out, which is cool. Makes sense in the game when you cannot die. Alright. Okay. Alright. I new shy guy. This is likely the spear guy. Huh. Someone managed to escape the structure before the Runfish crushed it. They bear a striking resemblance to the shy guy friends we've made, yet it seems like there's a difference somehow. Be willing to investigate what sets these fellows apart? Alright. Okay then. Okay then. It's only might sound a little bit one time in. Who knows? Seems like you can dodge anything. Looks like you can dodge your other attacks too. Interesting. Alright. Okay, we have to go up a bunch of those, it seems. Why is it so eerily quiet? I know we're supposed to wake up at... I don't know how to do it. Keep in mind, we cannot leave this there until we've at least beaten the main objective. Oh, I see. You have to use your attack. Yeah, I see. It's alright. Okay. I see. This is how we do it. We have to go fast. Well, this is an interesting level. It's basically timed to the point where we have to hit them with our tail instead. Okay, got at least one fire that way. Okay. Slowly but surely when it's done. Feels eerily quiet the first time you do that. We'll probably get this done better if we have a better vid on how to get these done. Alright. Oh, it's basically a timed level where I have to hit them all at once. Then the fire valves so we can actually continue. Alright. Keep in mind, we can keep this going. So I'll try that now. I just realized depending on which ones you hit, that determines whether or not hit or not. Okay. Ooh. We got an eggs now. Apparently they can start the farming if we have with an tail, huh? Okay. Don't see a good way to get that Hourfire without doing something weird, but anyway. That was just straight up really short. Maybe the last level is going early on, who knows? There's still lots to worry about. Okay, somehow we made that work really well. What a delightful performance. So, on a name for these fine fellows as well. It seems they're inclination for playing music as a group, so how about Jam Guy? Yeah, that seems about right. My idea, splendid. In that case, Jam Guy it is. Okay. Okay. I think we found it finally. This is a bird this bird has a face that looks an awful lot like Yoshi's, but it's also probably that bird that we found about before. Is that the fabled Bewilder bird? What prodigious properties could it have? You simply must investigate, Yoshi. Alright. Well, after quite a bit of exploring around, we've already found the Bewilder bird's habitat. So this is basically the final normal level of the game. Knowing me, it's also probably going to be the longest level. Let's see how hard this one is. Again, it's based off of a game. I'm not seeing it anywhere here. Yoshi. How many times are we gonna cross maps? Who cares about Yoshi? The Bewilder bird right now. Yes, of course, young master. The creature is too heavy for my van. Whatever. Goodbye and good riddance, Yoshi. Okay. I see. My, it was indistinguishable from any other crazy daisy a moment ago. Yoshi, are you thinking what I'm thinking? The Bewilder bird has the ability to transform. Try turning to the index if you would. To a creature from the list from here to transform into, huh? Just as I suspected, it transformed. Okay. So this is what the index guy used for. So I now have to use that to transform into a creature we can actually use to reach the area. So it basically forces us to use puzzle solving. Okay. Okay. Oh, we are basically forced to use all sorts of different answers we met throughout our adventures. So we can then use it to transform into one of them. So a lot of it is puzzle based now. I guess I was right also. This last cell is going to be much longer than the others. Well, for now, we're just going to use this one. Okay. Trying to remember what exactly destroys locks on its own is kind of tricky. Guess we could try this, but there's water in front too, so it actually excelled it. Dang, they thought of almost everything. Might be possible we have to even come back to this later. Okay, I don't want to waste too much time here. Let's try transferring into the donut. Let's see if we can just assume. Okay, we can destroy it. Just barely. So we found a way to destroy that anyway. Okay, well this level's really tricky because there's a lot of just transforming into one fish, then going to another immediately afterwards. So far, Bewilder seems to be our best friend since it's the only one who can go across here. Oh my. I hope this won't look too boring to you guys, because it looks like we're just constantly switching in, switching out, switching in, switching out, and doing all sorts of switching. Okay. Interesting. Alright, that helped us get one of the secrets. I just realized we could use the Bewilder bird to do something differently. Okay, that one's probably better gotten on a different model, though. So we're basically just forced to use our knowledge of what we've already exerted from earlier. Alright. Okay. Interesting. Oh, we pretty much have to use different tests to go through different areas. Mostly it wants us to use stuff like this drill monster I've already forgotten the name of, and a few other things. It's nowhere to be found. Hey, wait a minute. Isn't that the Bewilder bird? Get here. If you don't get it, then we'll take it instead. Okay. No fleeing. Stay and play. Okay. Oh my, he's gigantic. So we gotta use all sorts of different stuff. Alright, so looks like in the end we're facing Hazard Jr. again. I think there are many different monsters that we could transform into. Yet this one that we've been since the start of the game is basically the main one that we're supposed to use. It's the strongest and the only one that can burrow underground. Yeah, Bewilder Jr. is going somewhere else. Seems they've taken to the sides, huh? Okay, alright, whatever, I get it. That's not working. Let's try the Jetty Jelly instead. Okay, the Jetty Jelly ended up getting him out of the air. Now I could try using this end. If we hit underneath, we can actually make it so it still gets hit anyway. That's interesting. After all that, a few other bears were just hiding there the whole time. There seems to be many different solutions, probably, but then and likely we have to use the Jetty Jelly to try and run into him while he's in the air. And then use our Finstone to when he's under there. Oh, can't we just switch back? Yeah, it just gets our water back. That's interesting. So we run out of water, we can quickly switch to get it back. Jeez, we need to build up a lot of speed to actually hit him, though. Oh. Okay. Alright. Gonna not make it easy, that's for sure. This is less a big fight and more like a puzzle fight again. Gotta figure out honestly. Which we already know how to do. Trickiest is actually... I think the toughest part of this fight is just building up the speed and learning how to control this thing enough to actually have. Oh, we can hit him with this, too. Yeah, it turns out there was a hole in everything. There's definitely lots of different ways you can do this fight. I just realized there's probably something else that we can also hit him with. That's definitely a better way of doing it. That was what I was trying to do earlier, by the way. Hit him with a ground pound. I figured he was vulnerable. So in the end, a ground pound is what ultimately defeated Bowser. Or, in this game, it's just Bowser Jr. Yeah, Master. Think badness, you're okay. Yeah, Yoshi keeps beating me up. Make me big again, come at. Oh. Big Bewilder bird. Looks like we found its parent. Ah. Let's escape while we can. Guess I still can't fight the jab about this. Tell him I saw Bewilder bird. Okay. So now I only came through this whole story I all happened because they wanted to see a big bird that looked like a rainbow and could transform into any sure desires, huh? That's it. You've got him. Alright. Let's get out of this level. We should be done now. We set the major part of the storyline. Looks like we automatically return to, indicating that this is likely the last level of the game. Very juicy and panther flavor, huh? Sounds interesting. Many unusual creatures seem to call this remote island home, eh? I must say it's not unholy unlike the island you Yoshis live on. Wouldn't you agree? Dude, now if you permit me to prowl on, I have a story, and this time you'll hear it. My story begins a long time ago when the moon fell from the sky. Crashing down to the planet's surface, the force of the impact left everything unknown. As fate would have it, however, one professor had the foresight to predict the disaster. The professor gathered all the creatures into an otherworldly compendium for future ages. That compendium is me. Choose the encounter with my pages once all walked this planet service. All of them were saved with such urgency I had no time to learn any details about them. With the help of you Yoshis, I've gained important information about each one. For that, you have your most sincere gratitude. Still, as a compendium, I fear I am as of yet incomplete. The Yoshis helped me finish the work we started together. Thank you kindly. With your help, I'll soon near my completion as an otherworldly compendium. I like how he tells us that, yeah, there's still a long way to go before we actually truly finish this game. But finding the Bewilder village on that is what causes the staff credits to come in. It's telling us our discovery rankings for each different character that ended up being #1, huh? Basically, whichever monsters we discover the most about, they're gonna be ranked as our top 10. That's cool. To be fair, Skyr put on a lot of stuff going on in its level. It shows how we acquired different discoveries too. Oh, Surfboard, though, this is a great one. His level's really great. I guess we could have used him also. And Junior and Commit. But in the end, it was not really necessary. I like how we showed that there's definitely many ways to defeat Big Bowser Jr. in that final battle. It's mostly just figure out what you think works best and use that to destroy him. There's probably a faster strategy I don't even know. The drill seemed really good for the first part though. We kind of just destroyed him using that. Okay. Okay. Definitely lots of creatures we've met over the time. Oh, Wheel is kind of fun. He makes music. Alright. So, the ones we got the highest amount of stars on, these are the ones that show up here. As a result, pretty much anything that works normally, more than likely, will be shown here. Some enemies that appear in a lot of different areas in particular could be helpful. I just realized it's kind of showing you hints as to how to discover some of the remaining secrets for some of those things. Oh, crazy Daisy, this was a classic. I knew for sure this was going to be a high spot on the list considering how many things you do. I just realized you can use your tail to give it items. Wish I had known that sooner. Wow. Definitely lots of secrets we still have to discover. As you might guess, we only played the game like this because, as you know, I do not like looking up guides, nor do I like cutting out stuff when I forget things. I feel like playing them, for that reason, playing the main storyline first is just better for this game. We learn more about the different enemies, and then later we can go back and claim other secrets we haven't gotten. And that became especially important considering there are certain hidden secrets on some pages you can only get by clearing all the levels first. So it's like we were forced to beat the main game first before we could do anything. Beyond that though, I guess I will say this game is definitely really fun, enjoyable. It's unique in that because you can't it's see, but also it's quite tricky because there's lots of different stuff to do. Anyways, are you alright, Master? As a junior, you kind of took a big hit there, you know? Yeah. Let's head back home to the castle, shall we? How exactly do we get home, though? Oh yeah, weren't they trapped in this book with us? I've added new pages to my contents, huh? Let's look through all the chapters again so we can see what they look like again. Looks like a Shadow jumped towards the crazy Daisy. That tells us that's where we probably want to go next. Oh wait, contents. Hang on. We might go back to get some other stuff, honestly. Pardon me, Yoshi's, but I thought some exploration tools to add whimsy to our quest. Might convince you to give it a try. Enter the exploration tools, huh? That's what we need to do. Can use Sally files to find inspirations by all kinds of new exploration tools, huh? Displays the quality of any water Yoshi enters, huh? You can place the exploration tools in the side and the periphery, wherever you prefer. Gonna try now, why don't you? Nice stylish choice, I say. You use the exploration tools while studying habitats of my many creatures. I'll think of many other kinds of exploration tools if you bring me more Sally flowers, huh? We also have to get access to some of them to do other stuff. Anyway, turns out that was only part of the main game, though. That means we're still not done yet. Surprise, surprise, this game has endgame content worlds to explore, and now we have to explore those too. But for starters, we'll probably take a laid back, maybe see if we can actually finish a complete page first, maybe do something else, and then go back to doing more storyline stuff, I guess. So that was the main storyline done, guys. I hope you enjoy it, but as you saw, Kamek and Bowser Jr. didn't escape, so that means there's more to this story than I ever imagined. We may have found the bewildered bird, but our journey is still far from over. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video where we start, at some point, doing even harder levels and clearing them out. And at some point, we're probably going to have to go through the game again, but start going through and discovering every single secret about every single feature. So I guess us not skipping too many was actually not all for naught, because we needed a lot more stars, actually, to get through the entire game. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Comment, rate, subscribe. I'll see you guys later. Bye.